Hey there, welcome back to my channel, LeeBeeBuilds, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Aaliyah and I like to play The Sims. Today's video is a speed build run by Sunny Creations, and I've turned it into a witchy vibe house sort of thing. It is family friendly, there is a toddler room, so it's like if you want to do spell casting and do Realm of Magic gameplay, this is perfect for if you still want to do family gameplay. Honestly, it's a really cool house. So before I talk a little bit about the shell challenge, I do want to mention what we're looking at right now. So I did make this cave out of rocks and stuff on the side, so it's not affecting the shell challenge, but it is adding another building technically off the side, but I didn't use a single wall, and all of that footage just wasn't there. So I think I must have paused it and forgot to click play, but you're seeing a little bit of me decorating the inside of the cave right now, but all of the actual building of this cave, which was really cool. So I was kind of upset that I did lose that footage, but at least you still get to see a little part of it. And in the tour, at the end of the video, you will see it a little more in depth around the outside and into the inside as well. But first of all, this is a really fun area of this build, and I think it looks so cool. I made it look very magic-y, because this is how I imagine their lair or something, or whatever witchy people would have. And so they've got all their spell books there in the bookcases. They've got some planters for, I don't know, witchy plants, and their little plant station there that's from Eco Lifestyle. It's not functional, but it is perfectly beautiful for the aesthetic. And then I just decorated with these gems and plants, ferns and mushrooms, just to make it feel very just very magical and really nice in here. And I think this is my favorite part of the build. So I think it's kind of funny my favorite part isn't even a part of the shell challenge aspect of the build, but you know, it happens. The inside of the house is still really, really nice, don't get me wrong. I really like it too. But let me just get into the topic of the actual shell challenge. So this is run by Sunny Creations, and it was due on June 10th, so this video is actually coming out after the deadline has finished. But you may have already seen the video, or the build, sorry, up on the gallery. If you follow me on the gallery, you may have already seen it. But here's the speed build and process of actually making it. So as normal with shell challenges, what you're allowed to do is you are allowed to add interior walls. You can change the wall height. You can add small buildings. So I guess even if I did use walls, it wouldn't have mattered, because I'm allowed to do that. But I didn't use walls. I did make a small building, but it's really just made out of rocks. So I think it kind of counts. You can delete the roof that I didn't delete the roof, but you can delete the roof that she gave and do your own roof. I just decided to keep it. I did make the wall heights taller, so I had to adjust the third floor roof a little bit just so that it would fit nicer. But I did keep the roof because I thought it was really well done, and I don't think I could have done any better myself. Oh my gosh. My voice keeps cracking, so I'm really sorry, but it happens. What you're not allowed to do is you can't use CC, don't make a basement, because that's really just going out of the realm of a shell challenge. And don't change existing walls, which I did not do. And then upload using the hashtag Sunny500shell. And yeah, so basically this was to celebrate Sunny Creations hitting 500 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm super proud of her and super excited of this milestone. It's honestly just a really exciting milestone for anyone, because it's a big number. 500 is a lot of people to be subscribed to you. So I'm really happy for her, and I'm really happy that she's hosting the shell challenge, because I really enjoyed it and I felt very creative while doing it. I don't often do builds like this. Obviously I'm able to do them because you're watching it now, but I tend to do more just normal homes, I would say. I do a little bit of a modern vibe with my homes, but not full modern. I like more farmhouse modern almost, if that makes sense. If you look at my Simspiration in NEWCREST, series, that's kind of a lot of the types of builds that I like to do. But I do often do other things when I'm ever feeling in a different mood, or I just want to try out a different style. I do attempt to do different styles. So this is an attempt there too. And I was actually really inspired by Bethel Simmer, one of my friends. She has often done like fairy style builds and uses all these like the light things from the Debug and Realm of Magic, and I've always wanted to use them. I just never remembered to. And so in this build I wanted to make sure I did remember, and so I put those little fairy bulbs literally everywhere. I may have gone overboard and put too many, but I just really wanted to do it, so I did. And then so this house is like raised up on like hill a little bit, so there's like this main platform up top with the house, and then this one down here where there's a little fountain and a little garden with a bench and just like the walkway up from the bottom. And I think it looks really, really nice for this area, and I loved using the little what is this called, fountain? I'm forgetting my words, but I liked the fountain there a lot. I think it looks really pretty and it makes it feel more magical having that there. So I'm really happy with the landscaping of this build. I think it's really, really full and well done, and I'm very happy with it. And yeah, so let me know what you think about my landscaping, because it's very magical, I would say, but that's my opinion. I'm not sure if everyone would agree, but I really like it. And then, so now we're on the inside of the house. I went for a more like traditional style. I'm not very good with knowing my styles, but I feel like I went for a little bit of an older style. At this time when I built this, I didn't have the what is it called? Country kitchen kit? I think that's what it's called. I didn't have that at that point. I do now, but at this point when I built this, I didn't have it. I probably would have used items from that kit in this build if I had it at the time, but I didn't. So I don't know. You can imagine like that's the kind of vibe I was going for without using that kit. And I think it's really cute. My favorite part is right by the stove with the 2 windows and the Realm of Magic like herb things. I don't know what they're called, the hanging herbs. I love that a lot because when the sun shines through there on this lot, I think it was late morning when the sun shines through those windows, I think, and it just looks so pretty. I really, really love it. And you'll see in in the tour at the end, sorry, just how beautiful it really is with the sun shining in, because I did make sure I got it at the right time of day to make it look as pretty as possible. And so I'm really happy with how that turned out. And I did just make like, what are those called? The friezes? No, those are the things on the outsides. I don't know what the thing is called, but instead of using an archway with a closed off wall, I did like the thing with using the seasons thing. I wish I knew the word for it, but you know, stuff happens. And then over here in the living room, I made it just, this is a family home still, so I didn't go super like magical on the inside. I went more like functional. I'm not 100% sure actually if it's functional because I never playtest my builds, so I fully apologize for that, but I try to keep it in mind when I do my builds. But I know my sim could get to the fireplace because I did turn the fireplace on for my tour, so I know the sim can get that far into the house. But I tried to make it as functional as possible for a family, and just making it look like there's plenty of seats there, and it's definitely like an older house, so I used like that painting with the flowers, that with the very like antique looking frame around it, and I used some like older looking wallpapers, so it's actually quite bright on the inside. And I also used the paranormal curtains as well because I thought they added that little bit of magic back into the build, because I noticed I was like veering away from magic on the inside, and so by adding things like those curtains and I feel like these kind of rugs I chose as well made it feel a lot more magical, and then adding the plants as well and the Realm of Magic picture frames. I really like those a lot actually. I use them in a lot of my builds because they're very cute, but I felt like that brought in that vibe as well. And then on the outside I had done like this lattice thing and it clipped into the house, so I just tried blocking it with a wall and a plant, so you can't really see it for the most part. I'm sure you can see it at some points, but I don't think it's the end of the world. And it's really just like a little nook with a place to sit and some books, so it's not like the most functional space in the first place, so I didn't feel too worried about having that clip through onto the wall. But yeah, that would be a really cute place, especially like in the morning again on this lot. That's where the sun shines through the like front angled, and like just look at that beautiful light sitting on that rocking chair. Gorgeous. And then just in the hallway I decorated this little side table with some clutter that made it look like very lived in and whatnot. And then this is like a toddler room, and so technically if you wanted to, you could use this for like a family challenge, because there's plenty of space for the toddlers here, and toddlers are on the floor, which is very important. Most times toddlers don't end up staying on the first floor just because of house layouts, and it's more important to have like living room and kitchen and stuff on the first floor than it is to have the bedrooms. However, when you're playing with toddlers, they walk so freaking slow upstairs. It takes them like 2 hours, like 2 sim hours, which is a lot. That's a lot of time. And so I thought it was important to have them on the first floor, and it said you could add interior walls in the description, but it didn't say you could delete interior walls. And so I was under the impression that I was supposed to keep these walls the same. So I figured it would be a good spot for a toddler bedroom with an attached little playroom on the side. But then there was like these weird triangle shapes because there was angled walls. So I made one into a closet and another into a toddler bathroom. I am pretty sure the toddler bathroom is not functional. It has a bathtub and a toddler potty. But I'm pretty sure it's completely not functional because of how angled it is. But if it is functional, that's what you need for toddlers: a bathtub to wash them and the toddler potty. So hopefully at least the potty is accessible. If the bathtub isn't, it would probably be best to just, if you were to download this house, just delete the bathtub and add another potty in case you have 2 toddlers, because I did leave 2 beds for the toddlers, so yeah. Upstairs, I kept with the more traditional vibes of this house, and I put a giant grand piano in this, what's it called? Hallway. And attached right next to it in the little nook is a little office, and then there is a ladder that will go up from there to a tower up top, and that just has like some storage. There's actually like 2 storage areas in this house because I made them feel more like attics. So there's 2 ladders that go up into 2 separate spaces, but both have like some different gameplay items that if you wanted to use, you can move them into more accessible areas, or you can leave them up there just for aesthetic, or you can delete them all and turn it into a different area. But I thought it was kind of cute to have it as a storage space to make it kind of feel realistic as like an older home with an attic. Like it felt realistic to me, so that's why I did that. This here is the master bedroom, and I think it's quite cute. It's not super full in here, but I think as a master bedroom it works. Got some plants and the beautiful Realm of Magic bed and some dressers. I think I put 2 dressers in, like imagining in real life that people would have more than 1 dresser because there's more than 1 person living in this room. And so that's kind of where I went with that. And I did put a violin in here and a little chair to sit on as well. So it seems nice and comfy, and with all the plants it feels still pretty magic-like. So I tried my best to bring that in throughout, but I really wanted to go for the more traditional style rather than a more magic style. And then this room here has 2 beds in it. I imagine for either kids or teens. It didn't really matter to me very much. I would have decorated the same way either way. So I think it looks kind of cute with some clutter in it, and perfect for this house fits 2, 4, 6 sims as is, but I'm sure you could rearrange to add another bed in here pretty easily. So I think it's a very functional family home. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's also a very functional magic home as well, because it just fits. It just fits. But yeah, here's the upstairs bathroom. Actually, wait, there's only 2 bathrooms in here, and one of them is that taller bathroom, so this is the bathroom for the house. And then upstairs is the little storage room here. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I said, there is plenty of like items to use, like the candle making, the woodworking up here, so I'm pretty sure your sim can get to it, but if they can't, that's something that like maybe they pull down and use now and then, and that's kind of the purpose of the attic, is just for clutter. But yeah, up to you, anyone who decides to download this video. But we will be heading into the tour very shortly, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out Sunny Creations. She's an amazing creator, and I really appreciate all of her builds, and she's just the sweetest human, so if you haven't already subscribed or followed her, do it now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to myself as well if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. So bye-bye everyone!